Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this video I've got myself an FC mobile tool from eBay. This is a used unit and it's not working very well. There is no output for audio. So see the speakers here. There's no sound coming out from the speakers, although if I plug in the ear jack I'm able to listen to the sound while playing the games through the earphones. This FC Mobile allows me to play the Nintendo NES cartridge, full-size cartridge like this one. Plug it into the cartridge slot here, and then you can play NES on the go, which is really cool. And it powers on 4 AA batteries, which is a pain. So I'm going to convert the power supply to LiPo. And to do that, I will need to use a step-down regulator to step down the LiPo pack to 5 volts to power the unit here. Having said that, if you use a 5 volts regulator, you have to power off the regulator inside. Otherwise, it will keep on draining the power from the LiPo packs. So there must be a way to modify the circuit such that when you power off the main switch here, it not only powers off the unit, it also powers off the built-in the regulator which we're going to put in there. And also for the repair, I've got myself an audio board which is really cheap. These are cheap audio boards from China. On the back, this is how it looks like, and on the front you can see there is a potentiometer, which is great. This allows you to turn the volume up and down, like this one here. And this soundboard actually powers on 5 volts, which is great, especially since we are putting in a 5 volts regulator to run the unit off lithium polymer batteries. This is a basic soundboard with the 5 volts input here and ground. And then you have right audio in and left audio in, which I'm going to tap the sound signal from the ear jack. And then we have the output, which will go to the 2 speakers. And hopefully we are able to repair the sound for this unit. Now that I've removed the 4 screws from each corner, I can remove the case like so. And basically, you see the LCD ribbon here, the slot for the cartridge, and this is the audio board. The ear jack should be here. This is the ear jack, and this one is AV out. So I can either tap the audio signal from the AV out or from the ear jack to my new soundboard, which I have to install it here. There's a bunch of wires going to the soundboard. Not sure what these wires are. Oops, there appears to be an infrared diode here. So this is not just an audio board, it's also the circuit for the infrared, which provides wireless connectivity from the FC mobile unit to the 2 handheld controllers which come with it. I did a test on the potentiometer and luckily it's the same direction as the sign here. So when we slide this to the right, it amplifies the signal. This is great. It means I can drop this board into the same position. But due to the infrared circuit, I can't remove the old board. I probably have to shift it to one side and leaving the infrared diode still visible from the clear window here. And then the board will have to squeeze in with the potentiometer sticking out. Alright, in this shot you can see quite a lot of changes. First of all, I have removed the screws of the old audio board so that it could now move freely. This is the make room for the new audio board. And I do want to keep the old board intact because of the infrared circuitry. Also, I have removed the ear jack by cutting a ribbon. And I have removed the connections of the speakers as well. Now before installing the audio board, and hooking up the wirings to the ear jack and so forth, I've decided to do the LiPo conversion first. On the right here, you can see I have a bulk module, which is a step down. I have a balance step here, which will accept a 2-cell LiPo pack. 8.4 volts goes in to the wires here to the step down, and it outputs 5 volts directly to the main board. As I mentioned before, we need to be able to turn off the regulator to prevent it from draining all the LiPo juice from the LiPo pack. And the only way to do it is to cut away part of PCB trace here so that we could use the switch solely for the regulator. And for the main board itself, I keep it permanently turned on by adding a jumper. So now by bypassing the switch, I have this black wire from this leg of diode to the transistor, which means that the main board is always turned on, and no matter which position the switch is in, it has no effect on the main board now. With that, I could hook up 2 wires to the legs of the switch on the back, and then this switch is now used solely to turn on or turn off the regulator. So when I power on the unit, here it basically powers on the regulator, and the regulator steps down and provides 5 volts to the main board, which is always turned on. As such, you have a single switch to turn on and turn off the unit. I should probably point out something interesting about the ear jack as well. With the stereo jack plugged in, it makes an open connection here, as you can see. And when you unplug it, the connection closes. So the pins out are ground and audio, and that refers to the 2 segments here, the first segment and the second segment. So there's continuity with this segment and this segment to pin number 2. Pin 3 is used for the open and close switch. Well, when we plug in the ear jack, we don't want the speakers to output any audio. By hooking up the positive of the speaker wire to pin 2 and pin 3, pin 2 and 3 breaks the connection to the speakers. Alright, this is how the wiring looks like when completed. Basically, the green and black are the 5 volts out from the regulator to power the audio board. The white and red are tapped from the AV out. The white one is ground and the red one is the audio. Because the audio board supports 2 channels, I basically hook up the audio signal to both the right in and left in. And for the right out and left out, basically we don't need to have 2 channels, there's only 1 single channel. And so basically I have 1 output that goes to the switch here. Remember the switch on the audio jack. And then after the switch, it goes out through this red wire, which is spliced for the 2 speakers. So this positive is actually going to both speakers, and then this ground one here is the common ground. There's another ground here for the speakers, and basically that's how the whole circuit looks like. Alright, let me put in the cartridge. This is a Double Dragon 3. Let's see if it works. Alright, this is a 2S LiPo pack, and here's the moment of truth. Let's power this thing up. Things putting up the game as the LED lights up. Yes, it works. Double Dragon 3. That's the intro music. Alright, let's test the volume control, see if it works. And there's some distortion, so I think it's a crappy audio board, but it does work. Alright, let me test the ear jack by hooking up the earphones. So it should shut off the speakers. Let's try it. Yep. So the speaker is off actually. You're hearing the sound from my earphones. I'm bringing it closer to the camera. Yep. So it's working. Yeah, the sound quality is really bad if you crank up the volume. I think this is as high as you can get for the volume before you hear the distortion. Alright, now I'll turn off this thing and then put back everything together. And you'll see how it looks like. Here's a close-up of the hot glue used to secure the audio board. And some 3M tape used to insulate the old audio board to prevent short circuit. The modification is complete. FC mobile tool with audio working and powered with lithium polymer batteries. 2 of them in parallel for longer play times. Alright, let's try a game. I'm going to use a Famicom converter which I made. Alright. Put in the Boku Dracula Famicom game in Japan. Now let's play the game. Power on. Yeah, we've got sound. But the good thing of having a modern handheld is it comes with a modern LCD, which is clear, unlike the Sega Game Gear. Let's play this game. And there's turbo too. Ouch. Oh, I'm dead. Alright, that's all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed the modification and thank you for watching.